Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Iceworks here for our Farmingdale State University matchup against Rutgers. It's the Rams against the Scarlet Knights, an Empire League in the ACHA. Rams on the season 2-2 through their 4 games played. Rutgers 1-1 through their 2 games played, as both of these teams looking to get above 500, continue a young season, but one that is promising for either side as we get into the national anthem here at Iceworks. We'll be right back for the opening puck drop. As we await the opening puck drop here on the LI Sports Network, let's meet your starting goaltender tonight for the Rams, PJ Tersey, getting another start on the season. He's been solid in net so far for Farmingdale. Taking a look over at his numbers, a 3.04 goals against average, a 9.2 save percentage, not shabby for PJ, as he'll look to continue his dominance here against the Scarlet Knights. On the other end, he'll be facing off against Aaron Rodriguez. As we have 20 minutes set on the clock, drop it now. Both of these teams at 500 early on in the season. This matchup will shake that and change it for either side. As a pass into the slot, Tersey tested right away, makes a blocker save and directs it off to the far side. Farmingdale will get the puck out and look to reset in the neutral zone. Long shot. Another pad save. Correction on the goaltender. It's actually Luke Cohen starting in net. Rodriguez has been the go-to man for some of the season so far for the Scarlet Knights, but won't be in action today as another shot for Rutgers sails wide off to the right side. Follow-up, Tercy gets a piece of it. Rutgers peppering them with shots so far. Loose puck in the slot, turned aside by Farazi. Gives it back to his D-core, and they will clear the zone all the way down to Cohen, and the puck will be iced. 19:02 to play in the first period. As the Rams make sure to get their last player out on the ice. Nice chip off the boards. It's once again cleared. Allows it to get it there. Quick hands by DeAndrea, not able to hold on to the puck. Puck bounces around a couple of times, comes over to Lavoie. He'll dump it into the zone. Circles down low, touched up by Cohen. Looks to ramp it off the far wall. It pops out to the slot. Shot taken and blocked. Rutgers now trying to get their own clear. Here's Downs at the puck. Tipped off his stick, so we get another pause as it's up into the netting. Face-off forced down low. Twirls around. Inoue trying to hold it there. Pops out, Hogan. Dumps it in again. The Rams just trying to get it out of their own end. Grillo lost it out. Jacob Campbell with it down low. Sends it out in front for a quick shot. Campbell, a dangerous player for Rutgers. So far in the season, in just 2 games played, he has 2 goals and 2 assists for a total of 4 points. It's down into his own corner. Rams able to clear out to Lavoie, but it actually takes a hit off the stick of Inoue. Rutgers with some extended O-zone time right now. Looking for some more board battle wins in order to get this puck to some open space. It carries up the wall. Chance for Farmingdale to clear. Lafada fights heavily for it and does come away with possession. Good play from Luke Lafada, turning it into a shot at the other end. Puck works around to the left wing corner. Pitched back down low. Skating onto it and taking a quick shot is Monzi. Jugalo not able to hold it at the blue line. Pops loose. Dono taking a shot, and once again going to be saved by Tercy. Knights have been dominating possession in these early stages, but the Rams still getting a decent amount of shots despite it. Now Jugalo past the blue line and called offsides with 16:40 to play in the open. A lot of hockey games going on tonight here on the LI Sports Network. I encourage you to check all of them out. I believe we're operating on at least 5 or 6 rinks here on the island. Farmingdale will also have their M2 team play. If I remember correctly, that will be against Binghamton. As we'll get another icing, so we'll go to an offensive zone face-off for the Rams. Kevin Manzi is pointing over to the right circle is where he wants to take this. Zimmerman his opposition. Zimmerman will get chased from the dot now, or Dono, and then we'll tap out for Zimmerman again. So, didn't get chased from the dot, just faked me out. Rams with clean control in the neutral zone. Almost creating a turnover was Lemza. Jesse from Kings Park, New York. No stranger to the LI Sports Network. He was a solid player for the KPC Knights last varsity season. As Farmingdale will look to dump it into the zone. Cohen will catch it up in his glove. Not going to play it out as there was a big forecheck already in for the Rams. Puck played back to the blue line. Hamza held it there for a second. Trying to get it off to Paul. Paul spins it off the wall. Caroms all the way over to the right wing corner. 40. Trying to pinch it off. Gets a little bit of support. Paul plays it towards the goal line. Flying after it. Kikinsina. Hamza holding it up as the Knights will once again dump in. Cerro has a lot of open ice, trying to juke around one. Little chip and chase right there, pops right back into his own ends. Rams send it ahead. Paul into a battle, will win it off the boards and send it a little bit deeper. Riberich there on the forecheck, almost held at the blue line, just barely got past Lawrence. Grillo with control. Lost to Owen Hogan. Spins it off the wall. Rams with a couple of nice shifts in a row. Said early Scarlet Knights were getting some pressure. Not the case right now as Farazi dumps it off. Puck worked over towards the slot, then taken away by Campbell. Again, the most dangerous player for this Rutgers team, Campbell, driving down low to the goal line. We're going to spin it back up on the top side. It's poked away, and the Rams do get an efficient clear. Already starting the rush up the right wing side, getting it towards net. Solano wasn't far off from an assist right there. Campbell taken out. No call from the referee, so we stay 5-on-5. Milan Giacolo. Gives it off. Razi with it now, looking to the far side. Puck in deep. Away. Trying to break it out, hits it off a shin pad, and then it is sent high airmail towards the opposite blue line. Good takeaway from Michael Malandrucolo. Turns it into a shot. Another pad save for Cohen. Hit a nice little rhythm right here on the ice. Not a lot of whistles. Might have jinxed it right there, and I definitely did, as the puck will be sent down for an icing. 34 remaining in the first period. Obviously, the LI Sports Network comes here a lot. That is the Iceworks. Comes here a lot to do games. It was the first time I've ever walked into this rink and there wasn't a game going on beforehand. As a shot will hit traffic out in front, pop back out to Lucero. He walks it in for a different angle. Down low, can't beat Cohen. Puck loose off in the left wing corner, and now the Scarlet Knights will clear. Rieger couldn't work it around Deandra. Puck into the offensive end now for Parator as he rings it off a bar. Pops right back out. Feed intended for Parator. The Rams with a nice little offensive end shift. Deandria loses out on the puck. Pushed away. Zimmerman trying to get there quickly, but not going to beat out the icing. As I was talking about, no one on the rink before this game, and a lot of the Rams players were making jokes that they just wanted to start it right away so they can get home earlier. Can't really blame them if they want to do something with their Friday night. I'll probably be here till about 12 o'clock. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe I'm being dramatic. 11:30. I'll say 11:30. So the Rams obviously playing on home ice. Rutgers play in the Pro Skate Arena in the not so great state of New Jersey. I'm a New Yorker, I'm biased, I admit it. Manzi down low, looking for a body up top, and I believe we're going to get our first penalty of the game. As one of the Rams players looks to be holding his left hand. I believe he's going to be escorted off to the box, and yes, sirree, Manzi will be booked for 2, so Kevin committing the first penalty of the game. Power play belongs to Rutgers as they'll try to open the scoring. Actually, no, spoke too soon. It's going to be 1 apiece for either side. Question is, do we go 4-on-4 or 5-on-5? As the referees are trying to signal the Rams to hurry up a little bit. Piers will be skating for a side. So it'll be Manzi and Zimmerman into the box, 2 apiece. As we will skate 4-on-4. Nice opening up for the Scarlet Knights as they look for an attack and a bank in off the back door. Congress not able to get there in time. Rams send it the other way. Riberich down low, can't win the puck battle. Knights once again with control. Andres giving it off for a shot. Spins off the end boards. Looks like the Rams can reclaim it. Hit the open man on the near side. Farazi walking it calmly past the blue, then giving it away quickly. Good poke check. Gives the Rams possession back, and they're just going to send it down the ice. Should be an icing here on Farmingdale and will, as we're a minute by in the 4-on-4, 58 seconds remaining. Ordano on the face-off will get control, sends it back towards the blue line, tapped at Farmingdale's net. Slides loose for a second, Lavoie trying to get there, can't, shot on goal is blocker down importantly right there by Tercy. That was one of the better opportunities that he's faced so far. Tercy got beat 5-hole. Rutgers are going to open up the scoring. They lead 1-0. The puck just pops out in front right there. Again, everyone knows in 4-on-4 play, space opens up. The Scarlet Knights making full advantage of it. Lavoie on the forecheck, puck comes past him. Now Andrukalo now holding it up. Rams create a turnover down at the goal line. A shot for Lavoie, fought off by Cohen. Sits free and now taken away. Gorshkov. Popovich looking for a long-range wrister. Campbell will hold in the zone, trying to send it down. Owen Hogan trying to get after it. As we're reaching the end of this 4-on-4, we'll go back to 5-on-5 now with Farmingdale down by 1 goal. Their tour. Goal credit will belong to number 14, Gavin Rieger.
Wirecast and restart it, but then on top of that, there's this weird bug that when you click Wirecast, sometimes it forces you to re-log in with your license key.
Oh.
And I forgot how to do that, which is why it took so much longer.
Gotcha.
But thankfully we didn't miss any plays.
Okay, cool.
Welcome back for the second period here on the LI Sports Network. Rams did tie us up 1-1 during our technical difficulties. We have an official score for you on that as well. It's Lafata with his first goal of the season. So Luke, number 80, got it done for the Rams, and coming into the middle frame of this game, it's fresh, still even. And both of these teams looking to get above 500. Rutgers 1-1, Farmingdale 2-2. As we go back to center ice for the start of the second period, and it's going to be instantly forced down to Cohen. Tries to spear it off into the left wing corner, pops towards the goal line, and now taken away by Riberich. Tries for a centering pass. Another follow-up shot. Cohen got in front of it, rebound, and they score. Just like that, Farmingdale find their second and their first lead of the night. Take a look at that replay. There's that first shot. Kind of hard to track where the puck bounces off to, but there's just a battle right there, and eventually someone tucks it in as you see the referee point towards the net. And, well, I said we're back to center ice, and it's a short trip back to center ice for Farmingdale. I'm sure they're going to be happy about that, as once again, it's their first lead. Varazi looking for a wrister off from the perimeter. Spins around down low. Riberich back onto it, trying to feed the point. Parator pinching down but can't hold the zone as the Scarlet Knights will play it away. As we wait for an official scoring update. Again, Lafata scoring his first goal of the year. That was the Rams' first. I believe Riberich will get an assist on this follow-up goal, but I'm not exactly sure who tucked it out in front as a follow-up shot, and Zimmerman pings it off the right side. And it's a tie game again. This follow-up goal, but I'm not exactly incredible sure. Shot tucked it out in front as a follow-up shot. Not allowing his team to be down for long. 2 goals in under a minute here in the second period. Rutgers take control right back, dump it into the zone from Acuna. Farmingdale sail it out. Lots of speed through the neutral zone for Lavoie, looking for a sharp angle, and it's gloved away by Cohen. So Luke Lafata will take the draw on the offensive end. Poked around him and just past the blue line. Lavoie now battling for it down low. A Ram did lose his stick over in the left side as Acuna tries to take it away. A physical hit from Angres does slow up the progress of Farmingdale, but they still send it the length of the ice. DeAndrea trying to get there first. It's around the boards for Lafata. Returns the favor for DeAndrea. Poked off his stick. Lafata had a touch at it and then taken away. Campanaro couldn't send it out into the slot for Lafata. Too many Scarlet Knights there. Campanaro down low. Puts it out in front. Loose there for a second. And it will be backhanded all the way down the ice by DeCero. DeAndrea lost it down low. Manzi not able to reclaim it. Here's Hogan. Slot shot for him is going to hit off the pads. I believe Malandrukalo out in front. Acuna once again playing it in, forcing DeCero to chase after it. DeCero winning 2 puck battles, not getting it out of the blue line. Nope. Referees say they did, so it'll be an offside and a face-off from the neutral zone. So Ian Riberich will actually go down with the goal for Farmingdale. Riberich having a nice start to the season for himself as Cohen does cover up another puck. Take an O-zone face-off to the right side of Cohen. As again, it's Riberich with his 4th of the season as we're under 17 to play. And this is Campbell with a rush opportunity. Shot goes right into the chest of Tercey. His team is there for the clear. Puck almost rifled into the Rutgers bench. Pops alive. Hogan now with it, dances past the blue line, jousted off his stick, and now dumped in by the Rams. Wadicka trying to get in on the forecheck as his team will go for a change behind him. Daly sends it to the near side and out of the zone. Rams find it right back and rifle it around Cohen. Held alive by the Rams. They play it towards the net, but just a little bit off to the left. Banks over towards the corner. Coming in on the pinch is Parator to try to hold it alive. Through a couple of stick checks, gets it off. Quick shot, hits off the outside of the net. Parator still tenacious onto the puck, and it's played into the netting for another whistle. 15:57 left. Face off once again coming to the right side of Cohen. 40 pushed it ahead, but it was quickly out of the zone. Parator with a pair of Scarlet Knights pressuring him right away as he touches the puck. Rutgers is offsides right here, so Tercey will have some time to give it off to his defenseman. Two-man forecheck. Dumped down, and Tom 40 will win it out. Canceling off the icing. Good hustle play by number 34. Jackson with it again. Gets it ahead. This is Lavoie on a wrister, blocked right in front of him. Pops free to the far side, boards and tapped ahead. Scarlet Knights with a little bit of a rush. 2-on-1 down low, and the shot goes high above the bar. Rush opportunities either way. Tom 40 not going to be able to get on sides in time. "15 minutes exactly to play in the second. We saw 2 goals in the opening minute of this period. It was the Rams first from Riberich to get out in front for their first lead, and then quickly followed up by Zimmerman. And that was Zimmerman's 4th goal of the season. Another shot testing down low. Tercey, another great save. How many times have I said he's directed it off to the far boards at this point? Doing a great job not giving up second chance opportunities, and he's going to get another puck sailing in front of his face. So we'll cover up with the leather, and we'll take another whistle. So Zimmerman playing above a goal per game pace right now. He's definitely one of the hot sticks for Rutgers currently. Jacob Campbell, also another player playing at a goal per game if he can score in this contest, that is. Rush up the ice, coming for Riberich, poking a shot on net, and it's up into the netting for a whistle. Puck fought for at the blue line. Does take a Rutgers bounce into the neutral zone. Riberich back for it. Up high. Potapovich giving it a side. Timothy Downs with a little bit of time to play. Gets it ahead on Gris and out of the zone. Right back for Riberich. He breaks past the blue. Shot will be saved by Cohen. Off the gloves of Grillo. A little awkward right there for the Rams. And now it's slapped in deep by Riberich. Getting first into the forecheck. Castellano looking for a takeaway off the corner. Just overplays the puck by a hair. Team still on sides. Down low is Castellano trying to put it out in front. Bounces into the slot. And now the Knights at least put it aside to the perimeter and just past Grillo. Grillo for LaFata. Goal scorer in the first period for the Rams. DeAndrea turns it over to Downs high in his own zone, so Downs is able to easily play it. Parator to the near side. DeAndrea sends it in. Turned over. Hogan with it. Airmail pass right back to the Rams as both teams just exchanging possession right now with 12:48 left in the second. Hogan not able to come away with the poke check there. Good stick lift, and now Hogan pokes it free. Could be a rush. Back down the ice into Scarlet Knight zone, and will be back down for an O-zone faceoff now as the icing was enforced. Potapovich on the draw, gets it off to the corner. It's rifled off the glass and out. Foot race incoming. Lavoie looks like he has the speed, and a man out in front wraps to the far side. Lavoie puts it in the middle, and it's aired to the side. DeAndrea couldn't put it through. Lavoie back with another wrister, blocked off to the side. That's Leno. Sends it to the blue line. Shot through traffic, and Cohen somehow gets it with the glove. The Rams not converting on a golden opportunity. Got a feel for number 2 right there. He could have had his third apple of the season. Manzi to the draw now. Rams not able to hold the zone. They're going to give up a 2-on-1 rush back the other way. Arredondo with the shot does skim up high. Looks like Rutgers really wants to shoot first on these 2-on-1 opportunities. Not a lot of east to west passes going through. Now Drugolo with a nice block. And the puck is out of play again. Comes into the stands. Not likely to be a souvenir. As Nice Samaritan will take the puck and hopefully give it back into play. Puck high off the glass, bouncing just around the stick of DeSera. Wasn't able to hold the zone. He'll reset back into his own end. Pressure from Arredondo will cause a turnover, and it was accidentally played out again. This should be a face-off in the O-zone now for the Rams. Manzi wins it off to the half wall. Now trying to race after it. Arredondo is there first. Manzi gets around him to hold the puck. Pokes. Back to Manzi, excuse me. Slides free, and the Knights do get it out. Rieger giving it off. Zimmerman dancing towards the slot. Puck poked off his stick, and Tercey will cover it up, gives it away, and then needs to make a flashy glove save. Get a replay of that. Towards the slot, puck poked off his stick, and questioning initially what he wants to do with it. He'll slide it off, gives it right away, and then needs to make a flash after almost giving them one. That's one of those moments that has to make your heart beat out of your chest if you're a goaltender. PJ will deflect that fluttering puck off to the side. 5 bodies come together trying to dig it out. It looks like it's underneath Campanaro. Pops free. Campanaro now looking for a shot. Deflects over to the slot. Velo with it. Sends it back through. Somehow getting through all the traffic and down the ice. Paul onto the forecheck. Potapovich with a little bit of space to work it up. Sticked aside by the Rams. They'll dump it into the left wing corner now. On 40, giving it back to the blue line. Weak shot, and the Scarlet Knights will break out 3-on-2. Pass off to the right side. Once again, Rams do get back in transition, don't really give up a quality opportunity as we're under 10 minutes to play here in the second period. Spun in deep by Paul as his team will go off for a change. The Knights keep the full 5 on the ice. Still a little slow, and Angresso will put that once again into the rafters. Another whistle, 9:42. If you missed the earlier action, so far this game, Lafata and Riberich with goals for the Rams. As we're in a 2-2 tilt right now. Paul with it down below his own goal line. Forecheck pressure is coming in. He turns the puck over at the blue. Knights creating a shot, save made, rebound swept away, and back into center ice. Now the Rams trying to get something going north, but a blown tire. Castellano will quickly end that play, just trying to get back up. Puck works around for Potapovich, finds a stick to dump it in off of. Shot upcoming. Tercey fights through the traffic and does make the save. Sent away by his team. Could be an icing here. Referees are going to wave it off. Ferrazzi with great speed to get there. The Rutgers bench not exactly happy with it. Hogan takes it away. Airmail. Bounces down in center ice. Rieger with it. Makes a man miss. Rieger taking a shot, and TJ gets it down low. As the Rutgers and their head coach now going to get all over the officials about that contested icing call, let's call it. Long drive blasted off to the right side. Rams find it. Straight onto the tape of Lafata, he'll dump in. Followed up by DeAndrea as he tries to chase the around the boards. Scarlet Knight still holding on to it, and they should be able to clear. Lavoie with a step up, not able to separate his man from the puck, so it's a rush. Shot down low. Once again, PJ makes a save. Rebound hits off the post. Somehow comes free for Rams control. This is a breakaway for DeAndrea. In on net. The backhand is sent wide. Action at either side. Another turnover. Lavoie dancing, has his skates taken out from underneath, and that's going to be a penalty. 6-on-5 skating as the Rams control. DeAndrea trying to twirl around. It will be touched up by Rutgers now. Excitement here at Iceworks and it's a Rams power play. Rams testing my vocal capacity considering I'm going through the yearly fall allergies. I don't have as much breath as normal. My sympathies for anyone else going through the same things. It's that time of year. Puck out to the blue line. Paratore walks left, feeds it over to the left side, now gets it back, high slot. Paratore dragging around to his dominant side, looking for a tip out in front. And it caroms off to the left wing corner. Works around, DeAndrea. Up top, Lavoie. Paratore, tap passes for the Rams. They look for a new angle, shot on goal. I believe deflects off the paddle of Cohen and out of play. So Acuna is the man in the box right now for Rutgers. LaFata for the draw, does win it out for the team in green. Pass off to the half wall. Caponaro trying to shut down all of those passing lanes. Paratore at the blue line again. This time walks right, trying to shake free for a shooting lane, and it's straight into the shin pads of Campbell. Rutgers just trying to kill off some time. LaFata taps it back for Paratore. That was dangerous as Campbell was in the area. Off to Lavoie now, pressured, works it free, and now the Rams will cut past the blue. LaFata still holding on to it. Gives it off Paratore, dances down low, looks through a shot. Can't get around the traffic. Potapovich trying to clear from his own goal line and will get it down the ice. Some hits behind the play won't draw the ire of the referees, so we'll stay at 5-on-4 for another 40 seconds. Rams trying to take a 3-2 lead. They had a temporary 2-1 lead at the start of this period. Pass out in front, almost jammed home. Puck working towards the blue line, but not out. Good play from Lavoie to hold it there. Up top again. Sharp angled shot. Cohen gets it high with the blocker. Rams still battering around the cage. Somehow no one getting a solid shot off. Given to Riberich. Pressured by Potapovich. Riberich forced down to his knees as this power play will expire. We're back to 5-on-5. Man out of the box. Rams still with a lot of players down low. They got to be careful not to be cut and caught off in transition. Shot with a tip out in front. Wasn't far off, but Cohen got his pads down in time. Another puck will sail through the crease. Farmingdale still with solid control. It's Pace down low. Pace puts it out in front, and Cohen, another great save. If you missed the action earlier on, it was 1-1 after the first period. LaFata scoring his first goal of the season for the Rams in order to tie up the game. And then 2 goals early on in this second period, within the first minute to be exact. Ian Riberich scoring for the Rams, and no goals since then. Wrap attempt down low. Farmingdale seemingly finding all of the momentum right now. Paratore, long-range shot, whistles wide off to the left. Puck around the boards. Rutgers looks like they can find it. Clear is held up. Second attempt not gonna go, and finally the Scarlet Knights push it ahead. Rieger, 2-on-1, sends it to the opposite man, and a move around PJ will score a third for Rutgers. Push it ahead. Rieger, 2-on-1, sends it. Their second lead of the game now comes at 3-2, and that's a bit of a heartbreaker for Farmingdale, considering the amount of offensive pressure they were pouring onto Cohen. Hogan on the draw, will win it back for his side. Banked off the boards, comes onto the stick at DeCero. Sends it the opposite way, and Hogan will get it back. Pressure from Riberich in front of him. Gorshkov can't work it around Riberich. Once again, will dump in. Cohen back to play it. Acuna in the corner. Puck bounces in front of Cohen. Alan Giacola with a dangerous move at his... Not going to pay the price right there. Giacola onto another check. Riberich there to back him up. 3:30 left in the second period. Gorshnikov off to Hogan. Hogan cuts right, looking for a shooting lane. Snapped it on a stick in front of him. I don't know if that's broken for the Rams, but a penalty is going to be upcoming. I don't know who this is going to go on just yet, as two players are tied up down low. I believe it was Grillo and Gorshkov. We might be getting some offsetting penalties here. Official scoring update, Zimmerman with his second of the game. Zimmerman now with 5 goals on the season and just 3 games played. And as I suspected, we currently have a player in the box from either side with 3:16 remaining in the second period. As the referees will have a discussion over at center ice. Special shout out to Miss Quigley, who's in the stream right now. You raised a good guy with Travis. I haven't met the other ones yet. Travis is a good guy. So right now it's Hogan in the box. So it wasn't Gorshkov in that scrum down low. And looks like there's going to be 2 penalties applied to Rutgers. So it will end up as a Farmingdale power play. LaFada in on the draw. Again, we saw a very solid power play for the Rams. Their last opportunity, unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalize on it. And then gave up a goal right after that. Lavoie not able to win it away from Campbell. Now fighting for it again. Campbell almost getting that one out in front. Lavoie recovers and now wheels it up ice. Dicing past the blue line. Lavoie with a drag shot coming out in front. Pokes it on to Cohen, but he does make the save down low. Puck loose in the corner. 4 players digging at it. It's kicked around by LaFada. LaFada reaches down low, elevating, and the shot does go wide. Lavoie communicating right now. Paratore will take it, send it to the opposite side. Rams set up now with a $1.11 left on the power play. Tip out in front, wasn't far off. Back for Lavoie, looking to feed down low. Opportunity on the back door wasn't there, as Campbell will now come away with the loose puck and get it deep into the opposition. Campbell will go off for a change. Under a minute to play on the power play. 2:06 in the second period. Paratore with it again. He's past the blue, looking off to his right side, effortlessly gliding down to the goal line. Ferrazzi back to Paratore. Bouncing puck, Lavoie not able to control it, and it's out of the offensive end. Rams have to reset. Right back in. Paratore with room, looking for a shot, and Cohen gets it. Breadbasket save. Puck sent the length of the ice all the way back for Tercey. Pressure in front of him, tries to steer it off. Good pass from the netminder. Wodick was bumped off the puck, so he'll lose it again. 10 seconds left on the power play opportunity, and looks like Farmingdale will go 0 for 2 in the middle frame. Gorilla with one last rush opportunity, and now Rutgers will get their guy out of the box. I believe there was a 10-minute misconduct in there somewhere for the Scarlet Knights, so they'll be down a player still, just not on a man disadvantage. Shot tipped in front, skims off right. Another centering option, worked away by Rutgers. On 40, now to Grillo. Grillo looking for something, east to west, tipped down low, right back to it. Manzi gives it up top to Grillo, not able to control the puck. It was a little too hard onto his tape. Wodick tried to ramp it into the offensive end, gives it for Zimmerman, trying for the hat trick. A lot of pace behind the shot. PJ fought it off top, and it comes out in front and goes in. Might have went off one of the Rams' own players. I have no idea how that happened.
A lot of pace.
Look at the replay.
The shot. PJ fought it off.
Unfortunate
top,
own goal right there.
and it comes out in front and goes in.
Get that slow motion replay. Farmingdale catching some tough breaks. As I believe I think Hogan is having a conversation about when he can come out of the box. Still forced in there, so probably that 10-minute misconduct like I was talking about. Gorshkov onto the stick of Campbell, cuts middle. Angled off his lane of attack, comes back for the loose puck at the half wall. Campbell looking for a centering feed. Sends it through a lot of traffic. Castellano looking for the home run pass ahead to Riberich. Does bank it into the offensive end. Riberich forced away by Downs, and that's how we'll end the period. 4-2 in favor for Rutgers. Farmingdale, they definitely had a lot of pressure. Some unlucky breaks for them. The question is, can they turn it around in the final 20? We'll be right back here on the LI Sports Network. And we're back for the third period. 20 minutes remain in this regulation match between Rutgers and Farmingdale. The Scarlet Knights on top of the Rams by a score of 4-2 here on the LI Sports Network. Farmingdale had two power play opportunities, had two very good power plays as well in the second period. Just inches away a couple of times from converting on them. And guess what? Instantly after those power play opportunities expired, Rutgers stormed down the ice and scored 2 goals. That's how they're into this 4-2 advantage. So the Rams, they need to lock in. They got to put their heads down and go to work because this game is winnable for them. But if you're the Scarlet Knights, you got to continue doing what's been working. And part of that is these high-paced rushes down the sheet. Well, Jercolo will shut that opportunity down, but here's Zimmerman, a man already with 2 goals on the game. Battling for it down low, it pops loose a couple of times. Flipping into the slot, and a little bit of shenanigans going on the back. Rieger actually going to get called for that penalty. Didn't initially see the referee raise his arm, but this should be a slashing call on number 14. So the Rams right back to that power play that I was talking about. Question is, can they flip the script that was written in the second? Carlos Parator doing a good job of drawing that penalty. You'll see him on this 2-minute man advantage as well. Operating in the high slot. He's the quarterback of this power play. The puck is pinched over in the right wing corner. Popped off to Parator. He works it towards the far point and giving it back for Lavoie. Tries to pass it over a stick. It's deflected out of the zone. Pace will have to race back for it. Excuse me, that's Castellano actually on the ice. Number 88, not 86 of Pace. Parator with it. Giving it up top. DeAndrea, who leads this team in points right now, to the high slot. Giving it off to the right side. Lavoie looks for a shot, almost tipped on the back door. And set it aside for Parator. He loses the puck, and it's played away once more by the Scarlet Knights. The official call is slashing as well. Gavin sitting out for the next 1:11 because of it. Pass out in front. The Rams had an empty net to shoot at, but no one could get their tape on the puck. Tercy will hold it there for his defense to come skate into. 1 minute gone by on the power play. Razi with it. Trying to put on the pressure now. His shot will whiz past the cage. Cohen not required to make a save. Lavoie gives it off. Parator now on to the near side. Held for a shot. DeAndrea trying to create a scramble out in front. It's taken away. Once again, sent down the length. 30 seconds remain on the power play opportunity now. Rams cut in on the right wing side. Numbers down low. Another great save from Cohen. Parator still with life. Shot deflects down below the goal line. Still in control for Farmingdale. Passed off by DeAndrea. He looks for the return feed, but Lavoie couldn't swing it through. That should do it for the power play. Rieger will be back out, but a long stretch pass. This is going to be some room. DeAndrea trying to drag around for a shot, now takes a bump. Patapovic doing a good job shutting down that opportunity, and we're back to 5-on-5 here at Iceworks. Good stick lift. Lawrence now blowing a tire down low. Campbell skating onto it, giving it up top for a shot. PJ will make the save and cover up. 17:02 remaining in regulation. Rams now 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. Line change coming out for Rutgers. Puck out into the neutral zone. Couple of quick passes. It's now lifted in off the backhand. Rendondo send it over to the right wing corner to set up the forecheck. It's worked past them quickly. Now Wodika can break up on this right wing side. Trying to power it past the blue line, getting held up by 2 men. He'll look for a hit into the boards, allowing a play from Pace onto the puck. Pace creates a turnover down below the goal line, races back to the far side, puts it out in front. I think there was a shot, but it was a weak one off to the left side. Rieger with it again, 2-on-1 for him. Rieger gets the pass off. No shot came through on the other team's rush. A lot of miscues on these 2-on-1s from either side. Anzi. It's open space with Malandrucola. Malandrucola. Now down low. Castellano with it. Looking to pass it up the boards. He's pushed down towards the ice. No call going to be called on Ian Fu. Centering feed does come out up high and smacked away. Race to the puck. Malandrucola should have enough time and even flips his skate to look north. A couple of quick passes and Farmingdale dump it in as they go for a change. Good play from Michael in order to get his team some momentum. Almost 5 minutes gone by in this third period. It's been racing. Arazi, sharp angle, does create a rebound. Puck still out in front, and now Rutgers get to it. Ramped in again by Farazi. Campbell trying to clear. Pops off his skate, and Lavoie looking to get towards the slot. He's taken out from underneath, and Campbell will rush back the other way. Campbell trying for a centering feed. Gets it on the second try, pops down low below the goal. Campbell still with it. Looks to dance around to check Campbell. Somehow the puck comes right back to his stick. Third opportunity on the centering feed. Still can't get anything through. Sends it towards the blue line. It's popped out of the zone. This is going to be a big race coming up. Riberich with control. Riberich sliding it out for Lavoie. He's robbed by Cohen. Somehow the Rams not converting on these opportunities, and Cohen is standing on his head. Campanaro sends it down. Campbell or make that Gorshkov getting in deep. Looked like he was on the end of a shift, so not exactly with a bunch of speed left within him. He'll go off to the bench now. Step up from Grillo. Can't get on top of it. 3-on-2. Turns into a shot off to the right side. Banks off the end boards, and now the Rams have it. Accidentally hits off the near side linesman. Another shot up coming. PJ the save. And cleared out. Karpovich. DeCero was quick on the pressure. Still dumped past him. Goldstein racing over onto the near side. Worked away from him. DeAndrea sends it towards the opposite blue. And Rutgers somehow getting all the way back in off of that. Both teams trying to whiz the puck by each other. No one really with solid possession with 13-12 remaining in regulation. No goals scored this period just yet. It was 2 in the second. To make that 3 in the second for the Scarlet Knights as now they have a delayed penalty upcoming. Centering feed just hits off the stick of Vell. He gets it back to Potapovich. 6-man is out now. Shot taken and touched up by Farmingdale. So we're going to get Rutgers power play. I'll give you a look at that earlier save from Cohen.
Be a big race
2 minutes ago, that's how long the whistle didn't get blown
with
for.
control. Riberich sliding it
Lavoie.
out for Lavoie. He's robbed
Maybe
by
would have had a little bit more
Cohen.
space on the far post. Cohen makes the save regardless, we say, in a 4-2 scoreline. Rutgers now with an opportunity to not only put in a dagger, but twist it. Puck instantly cleared by the Rams. That's exactly how they have to start this PK. Already a tough task to come back by 2 goals. 3 starts to feel like an impossibility. They need to shut down Zimmerman, who's on hat trick watch. Gets a touch onto the puck into the offensive end now. Zimmerman puts on the brakes. Walks down the wall. Looks center. Rutgers have a hard time corralling the puck, but work it down low to the goal line. Back up top. Rieger with it. His shot tipped, but ends up wide. Campbell still with it. Feeds it up the boards. Gets it back at the half wall. Circles it over to Rieger. Looks for a different angle, and it's an easy save. 12:04 to play in the period. Campbell will take the draw this time for Rutgers. Wins it instantly, and then a miscue on that touch could lead to a breakaway. Castellano with lots of speed, but he's held up from behind by Zimmerman. No call from the referees. Now Castellano needs to get back into a play. It's a 5-on-2 past the blue line, called offsides. Rams catching a break right there. Under a minute to play in the 5-on-4. Tercy will make another flashy save with his mitt. Another ozone draw, once again won by Rutgers. They've been good on them all game. Shot with traffic in front. Never tested Tercy. Given over to Fu. Gets it off. Couple of passes. Ends up in the corner. Inoue has options. Looking to Hogan. Instead gives it over to Fu. And the puck will deflect out of play. 11:06 left now in the period. Rutgers not with a lot to show for this power play opportunity. We'll get Zimmerman back out there for one last shift at the 5-on-4. Again, he's on hat trick watch. Instantly sent out, and that should kill off almost the entirety. Good play down low from DeAndrea, still holds on to it. Bottom of the left circle, takes a shot. Cohen, an awkward save, still sits below the goal line. We're back to 5-on-5. Rams already in the offensive end. Rieger, he has some speed behind this attack. Manzi getting his stick in there in order to knock him to the side. Rieger still with it. Redondo will join Rieger down low, but it's still Rams puck. Patapovic blasts it in. Takes a bank off the end boards over to DeAndrea. Looks to swing it up, and now it's out. Here's Noah Lavoie through center ice. Lavoie with a man charging towards the net. Tries to dangle around one player. It's poked off his stick. Rams still in search of some offense. Lavoie definitely one of those players. Zimmerman out in front, looking to send it backdoor. Rieger went a little wide on the shot, and it looks like we'll get another penalty with just 10 minutes remaining in regulation. This should be another power play opportunity for Rutgers. If anyone was wondering, Rieger got the official goal credit, for the own goal in the second. Obviously, the last player to touch the puck. Oh, I got to give a correction. No penalty on it. I thought that's what the original call was from the referee over in the corner. But he raised his hand for the net that came off its moorings. Didn't realize they did that. Never seen that before. You see something new every day, I guess. Campbell past the blue line. Trying to nutmeg Grillo. Does get it away from him. There's Donald Pace looking for an outlet pass. Hits Tom 40. Ramps off his stick into the zone. Cohen does play it away. Taken by looking to send it out in front. Tom Forty pulled the cord, but the puck instantly was deflected aside. Malangicolo. Turnover, Campbell, dangerous area, Campbell, and a 2-on-1. He takes the shot, and it's saved by Tercey. Continues to bail his team out in these unequal opportunities down low. Rams with just over 9 minutes remaining, still down by 2 scores. Campbell can't weave it around Malangicolo. Pops around a couple of times and comes right back to Campbell. Trying to drag around a player. He's forced down to the ice. It's a turnover out in front, though. PJ trying to make the save. The puck just works off to the right side of the post. Another shot ramps off a stick and goes out of play. Rams catching another break right there. The amount of opportunities in this game, you feel like it'd be much higher scoring than 4-2, and yet here we stand. Off the draw. Rams put it off the glass. Patapovic with it now, turning around one player, cuts past the second. Patapovic past the blue line. Puck jousted away from him, but still for the Scarlet Knights. Can't get a shot off the opportunity. Now Riberich controls with 4 men rushing forward. Riberich past the blue line, pulling up for a shot, gets it towards the net. Rebound off the end boards. It's just barely poked away from Ferrazzi. Andres with it. Elects to dump it in. Vela will chase after it. Met by Parator. Rips the stick off his control. Back into the neutral zone with Patapovic. Once again, will just dump it in. Too much pace, so it gets around Tercey. Rams get it right back. Managed to clear the zone. Now Riberich in a foot race for it. Tied up from behind. Now pushed down. That's going to be a penalty right away called by the referees. Another Farmingdale power play opportunity as they're down by 2 and in desperate need of some offense. Timothy Downs into the box for 2 minutes. The Rams now with their 4th power play opportunity of the game. Redo on the right zone draw. Backhand shot. Cohen gets it. Pops off to the right side. They score. It's Noah Lavoie to put it into the back of the net. Draw. Farmingdale only down by 1. Backhand shot. Cohen gets it. Pops off to the right side. They score. They weren't going to be denied forever on the power plays. Rutgers give them one too many, and number 2 cashes in. Farmingdale can't celebrate just yet. Still have one more goal to get us into a tie game. DeAndrea will get the assist play. So number 78 now up to current total 9 points on the season. Lavoie, like we showed on the little banner, 3rd goal of the season. Love the new graphics here on the LI Sports Network. Hope you do too. Malangicolo will dump it in. No icing as it's corralled by Rutgers as they try to break it out with Rieger on the near side. DeAndrea holds up his progress, creates a 50-50 puck battle. Lavoie almost coming away with it. Pitched around Lafata back into the neutral zone. Monzi quickly rims it around. Cohen out of his net to steer it behind. Trying to come away with the takeaway as DeAndrea was helping him there. They're both beat out by Rieger. Muscles it all the way into the neutral zone. Grillo having a hard time finding the puck, and his skates will twist into it. Zips it past Zimmerman, but it's taken away. Gorshkopf pushed off. This could be a break. Paul into the offensive end, looking for a shot. Cohen the save, and instantly rebound. Farmingdale will also sub out their defense as their forwards were already subbing off behind the play. 5-5-3, that's what's left in Rick. Campbell trying to keep his team with this 1-goal advantage. Campbell gives it off. Shot. Hit off the skate and actually was down low for PJ. Readjusts himself to make the save. Not out of danger just yet. Campbell trying to find it. Pulls it wide. Sounded like PJ got another pad on it. Dumped down the ice. Downs getting onto it. Here's Hogan, who had a 10-minute misconduct in the second period. Gave Farmingdale one of those power play opportunities that they weren't able to convert on. Popovic actually works it back into center ice. Paul with a chance to dump it in. Popovic back behind his own net. Backhand twirls around the boards. Gorshkopf puts it free into the neutral ice, but the Rams, very aggressive, continue to win back these pucks. Dumped into their end. Now Rutgers will go for a change behind the play. Campbell also off the ice. Again, one of the most dangerous players that Rutgers can put out there. He leads his team with points. Long shot hits some traffic. Not out of the zone just yet. Another opportunity. Cohen trying to find it out in front. Scramble to get there. Another centering feed is not going to do much for the Rams. Should be iced as the first one back is number 22, Manzi. 4:18 remaining. A tense game here at Iceworks. Ozone draw coming to the right of Cohen. Puck will be lifted high out of play. I believe a couple of the scratches for Farmingdale and catch with the puck behind the rink. He's got to find something to entertain yourself. Cohen pouncing on another puck that slid in front of him. Rutgers win the face-off and dump it in. Tercey holds it, gives it off. Manzi banks it off the boards, and Rutgers should be offsides, and they are. Zimmerman on the tie-up allows his team to once again send the puck down below the goal line. Manzi trying to work it away. It's Malandracolo on the near side. Rieger right in front of him, so he'll give it back. Now the Rams break out. A little bit of trouble controlling the puck for Riberich. Eventually goes over to Rutgers, and they play it out again into the netting. 3:35 to play in the third. Again, every face-off at this point is important. Rams can no longer be in the mindset of we'll eventually get one if we continue to work for it. They need one now. Clock is as much their enemy as Rutgers is at this point. Lafata will be chased from the center dot. D'Andrea will step in, wins it back. Grill just trying to hold it alive as he dumps it into the right wing corner. Lafata for D'Andrea. Both players with points in this game. Arredondo tying up. Pops free. D'Andrea looking for Lavoie out in front of the net, the most recent goal scorer in this game. Broken away. 2-on-1 upcoming. Rieger, does he have the speed? Trying to get the shot off. It's wide of the net. Bouncing puck just goes past D'Andrea. Not able to hold it. Back for Grillo. Sends it ahead, and it's Rutgers puck again. Hit from Lavoie will put his team off sides. Quickly checks up. Downs with control. Gives it away. D'Andrea overskates it as well, so it's back for Rieger. He'll send it into the neutral zone. D'Andrea almost knocked that puck out of the air. Would have been another turnover at the blue line. A great scoring opportunity. Instead, they do it the hard way, dumping it in. Cohen will touch it up. D'Andrea almost hitting Cohen from behind. That definitely would have brought a scramble and a bit of a fight down below the goal line. It's the unwritten rule of hockey. No one touches a goaltender. Adapovich past the blue line to Campbell. Rams take it back. They got to be thinking about pulling the goalie at some point. Down the ice, D'Andrea trying to beat it out. He's on a long shift, and the whistle was blown. Imagine PJ will take a race over to the bench once his team gets possession into the offensive end. Zimmerman will come in for the faceoff. Again, still 2 goals in this game. Zimmerman tying up. Puck does work into the slot, but the Rams control it there. Trying to get their legs working up the ice. Keep my eye on PJ behind the play. Tapping his paddle might be letting his team know that he intends to go off. Gorshkov with a nice strip. It's Rieger on the near side. He'll jive past the blue. Gets it off. Looking for the return feed. Rieger with a shot blocker save. Skims around. Arredondo puts it into the corner. Works free. To the slot now. Shot for Zimmerman. Not going to beat. Dursey down low. Rieger just trying to hold it. Flipped high into the neutral zone. Rutgers trying to touch it up. They'll dump it in again. This time it's Manzi with control. PJ taking a couple of strides out, and it will be covered up by Cohen. That will allow the Rams to get their goaltender onto the bench, and a 6th skater out. Will be an empty net coming up. 1-goal game. And we'll get a timeout just before we get the last 65 seconds. So we'll take a slight pause here on the LI Sports Network as well before we return. .65 seconds remaining, a tense game in front of us. LaFada will start it off with the O-zone draw. Empty net for the Rams. LaFada does win it back. First step down. Farmingdale set up the shot. It goes high above the crossbar. D'Andrea trying to cover up the rebound. Sends it toward the blue line, but just barely out. Now Farmingdale needs to reset. Turnover almost off the boards. Well played by Lavoie. Expertly dicing through the traffic. Gets it off to the near side, taken away, and that's the game. Rutgers ice it out with a 5th goal and will take their 2nd win of the season. Expertly they kill off the last 44 seconds. Gets it off to the near side, taken away, and that's the game. Rutgers ice it. So the Rams fought valiantly throughout the game, but a couple of unfortunate breaks in the second period going to cost them an opportunity at their third win of the season. Zimmerman still looking for his hat trick. Great glove save out in front. As Zimmerman, little pushing and shoving after the whistle as well. Another draw in the O-zone. Shot. Gorshkov just trying to test one more time. Turnover. Campbell down low. Trying to get the move, but lost it in his skates. Comes free for Hogan. Trying to work it through traffic. Another opportunity out in front. Shot, and Terzi another save. Less than 10 seconds to play, and the Rams just trying to keep it a 5-3 game at this point, as the clock will hit 1-0. Rutgers take the win. Final score 5-3. So the Scarlet Knights take the win on the road. An impressive second period is really what got them over the hump. So I will take a look at when we will see the Rams next here on the LI Sports Network. Farmingdale M2 will play again tomorrow at 7 o'clock. The next scheduled game for the M3 team will be against Kutztown University on November 7th, 9:30 puck drop. So on behalf of everyone here at the LI Sports Network, we will see you then. Once again, final score, Rutgers 5, Farmingdale 3.